Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to EOSN, Elon Off Sports Network. Elon Off here, bringing you live action of our 2019 fictional MLB project, Game 5 of the NLDS, featuring the #1 ranked team in the NL, the New York Mets, taking on the #3 team in the NL, the Atlanta Braves. Let's go ahead and give you a quick recap of this series. Philip Reynolds joining us on the chat room. Hey, I got good news for you. I bought the 2019, 2018, 1976, 1975, and 1969 seasons for PC today. I'm guessing that is inside pitch baseball. Is that correct, Philip? As he gets ready to take his seat here at Citi Field. Side of this winner moves to the ALCS, loser is done. Yes, it is inside pitch. This is a great game. I've had so many wonderful experiences with all the inside pitch, all the inside sports games. Inside pitch, inside blitz. Great games with inside the crease hockey and inside the paint basketball, not to be missed either. Let's go ahead and show you how this series has shaken out. I might have to get the 2019 season to start this season, the next season. I know I need to get, you know what? Why don't we go ahead and show you? We have our NBA and NHL projects set up for the playoffs. Still waiting a little bit longer to start the playoffs, but it was the same type of situation. All the teams from the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference were put into pools of 4 teams each, 4 to 5 teams each. Certain numbers from each pool moved on to the playoffs. Let's go ahead and just show you the NBA playoffs as it were. There it is. So 8 and 9 in the East and 8 and 9 in the West. Winner plays the #1. Chicago Bulls will play the I'm going to have to change that up. I will have to change that up because the Bulls and the Mavericks not going to work. So I'll have to change that up. Matter of fact, we'll have to do that a little bit later. That'll be for another time. Let's go ahead and show you the series. This good NLDS that we've gotten. 2 Game 5s that'll happen. This is the first of 2. Game 5 of the next series taking place tomorrow. Winner will take on the Philadelphia Phillies in the NLCS. Should Atlanta or New York win, either way, that game will be at the host sites of one of these. Game 1, 4-2 New York Mets. Game 2, 2-4 Atlanta Braves. Game 3, 3-1 New York Mets. And then somehow, some way, the Atlanta Braves come back and win 7-6 on Game 4. Philip Reynolds, I would like to Zoom with you how to show PC games better. I would definitely have no problem with that, Philip. Real quick, are you on the Discord that Al Red Sox fan and all those guys created? Let me know in the chat room. So Game 1 was New York, Game 2 Atlanta, Game 3 New York, Game 4 Atlanta. So it's been a pattern, up and down, up and down. Winner moves on to the NLCS. So let's go ahead and get it going. Away team, Atlanta, as I mentioned, I believe it was #3. I got to make sure I got that right. #4. Sorry, the #4 team in the NL. All right, in that case, Philip, if you are, send me a private message on Discord with your email, and I will send me a time that you would like to do this Zoom meeting, and I would be more than happy to help you out, sir. So Atlanta, the away team, 2017. And then the home team, of course, New York N, otherwise known as the New York Mets. Gonna go ahead and turn off crowd noise. No, let's keep crowd noise. I like crowd noise. Crowd noise is a fun thing, right? Turning it down just a hair, though. Dice animation on, injuries on. Choose starters. So your starters in Game 5, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sean Newcomb for Atlanta taking on Seth Lugo for the New York Mets. So choose starting lineups. Lineup, load lineup. New Atlanta National League lineup. There it is. I'm going to have you send me a private message on that Discord uh, Mr. Phillips. Okay. What? I'll send you a private message on the Discord, and then I'll actually do it right now. What is your? Let me know what your username is on that Discord, Philip. Change the nickname. Direct messages from server. Anywhere with Nitro. Okay. Yeah, just let me know what your. Is it Philip Reynolds on the Discord server, Philip? Just let me know what your thing is. Philip. Philip Reynolds. Got it. I found it. Okay. Philip, I'm sending you a private message right now. It just says hi. Respond to me with your email. Let me know if you get it in the chat room. I just sent it. Respond to me with your email, and then you and I will set up a Zoom video where I can answer all your questions. All right. Let's go ahead and get going. There's the lineup for Atlanta. Do or die game here at Citi Field. The New York Mets, the favorite to win the NL. They were the favorite the first year we did this back in 2016, but got beat by the Washington Nationals in the NLCS. All right, first, let's introduce you to the starting lineup for the away Atlanta Braves. Batting first, you have Ender Inciarte, the center fielder. Nick Markakis, the right fielder, bats second. Freddie Freeman, the first baseman, bats third. Kurt Suzuki, playing from behind the dish, bats in the cleanup position. All right, I just got your message, Philip. All right, I will email you. I am pretty open tomorrow afternoon if you'd like to do that. In the chat room. Let me know if that works, or on the private message. Let me on Discord. Let me know what times work for you. But I'm actually pretty open tomorrow. As we get back to this, batting fifth, the third baseman, Johan Camargo, who actually got taken out after committing a blunder of errors in Game 4. Matt Kemp, the left fielder, bats sixth. Dansby Swanson, the shortstop, bats seventh. Brandon Phillips, the second baseman, bats eighth. And Sean Newcomb, the pitcher, bats ninth. For the defensive lineup for the New York Mets, you've got Yoenis Cespedes over there in left. Michael Conforto over in center. 1 second. I thought he was injured. View injured players. No, he's not. Okay, he's not injured. For some reason, I thought he got a 5-game injury. Anyway, Michael Conforto over in center field. Jay Bruce over in right. Infield featuring Lucas Duda over at first base. Neil Walker at second. Wilmer Flores at third. And Cabrera. Sorry. Asdrubal Cabrera at the shortstop. Battery featuring Seth Lugo, pitching to Travis Dionard. Here we go. Ender Inciarte will open up the game here in the postseason. He is 27 at-bats, 5 runs, 1 RBI, 2 stolen bases, batting .296. Seth Lugo kicks and fires. We are underway in Game 5. 1-2, and no rating there, so we'll roll on the pitcher card. Fly ball deep into left field. Cespedes camped out under it, and that's going to be out number 1. Here's Nick Markakis. .364 average here in the postseason. 6 runs, 2 RBIs with a homer. Delivery by Lugo. Nothing doing there, so now he'll rock and fire yet again. This one lined right at Seth, and he makes the grab with the mitt for out number 2. Here's Freddie Freeman. .375, a whopping number for the big man, the big first baseman, power hitter for Atlanta. Saw a video of him on Facebook the other day. He was hitting off of a tee, and then he took a break. His son walloped one off him. His son couldn't have been older than 5 years old, and I tell you what, the kid's got a great swing for a 5-year-old. 3 runs, 3 RBIs, no homers. Almost just a quarter shy of 400 here in the postseason. 2-5. And that might break the home run streak right there. Fly ball, deep right field. Bruce has got no chance, and Atlanta leads it 1-0 in the early going. Just when you thought Seth Lugo was about to get out of it, it was a really, really good chance for him to get out of it. And now you're looking at Freddie Freeman in the lead. I'm going to turn on my volume just a little bit. I just checked in on the volume, and it's not very loud. Can the Astros and Royals play in Yankee Stadium? I don't believe so. I don't believe that is an option on the computer game. If you had the cards and dice, you could possibly put that the field card out there, but on the computer one, I don't believe so. Here comes the pitch from Lugo, 4-5, and it's a range play. Who testing? Kurt Suzuki. Sends this one right at Walker, and it's past him for a single. And that is a big mistake there for the New York Mets. The Atlanta Braves leading this do-or-die Game 5 of the NLDS. Winner goes to the NLCS against... What is going on there? Interesting. Dropped frames 17%. Okay. Let's check the health of the stream. Maybe I need to lower my number. Sorry about this, everybody. This is a different computer than what I did. Streaming, hardware. That's why. Speed. Custom encoder. Same as stream. Okay, hold on. No, oh, that's why. I don't want simple. Okay, that's why. All right. Okay, hopefully that the stream is coming through smooth and nice. I did get a notification on my OBS HUD that it might not be. What the world? Go away. Go away. There we go. What the? All right, Lugo rocks and fires. Sorry, that's a 4. Blank. Camargo batting 200. 4-6. Single pass Walker. Kurt Suzuki holds it second, and the 2-out rally continues for the Braves. Will the New York Mets get knocked off? Let's actually check the 2016 playoff results. I know it was the Washington Nationals won the NL, and of course the Toronto Blue Jays won the World Series in 6 games. Baseball 2018, 2017, 2016 World Series. There it is. All right, what happened with the Mets? The New York Mets did not make to get past. They lost in 5 games to the team that would eventually go to the World Series. Look at that. I wonder if it's a similar deal. New York Mets win Game 1. Washington Nationals win Game 2. In the exact same score. Same thing happened a while ago. New York Mets win. It was a very fluctuating series, and actually there's a lot in common here. That's very interesting. Let's go ahead and get back to the game. 2-out rally right now for the Atlanta Braves. Matt Kemp batting .385 with 1 homer. The pitch, it's a range play. Who testing? Suzuki might score if it's bad for the Mets. Ground ball hit at Wilmer Flores. He snags it, kicks it over to second, and the out is finally over. So after 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. It's 1-0 Atlanta as we head to the bottom of the first. Let's go ahead and introduce you to the defensive alignment for the Atlanta Braves. Matt Kemp over in left, Ender Inciarte over in center. Nick Markakis in right. Infield featuring Freddie Freeman at first. Brandon Phillips over at second. Johan Camargo at the hot corner. Dansby Swanson at shortstop. Sean Newcomb pitching to Kurt Suzuki for the battery. For the batting lineup for the homestanding New York Mets, Asdrubal Cabrera, the shortstop, leads it off. Second will be Michael Conforto, the center fielder. Third, Yoenis Cespedes, the left fielder. The first baseman, Lucas Duda, will bat cleanup duties at fourth. Right fielder, Jay Bruce at fifth. Wilmer Flores at the hot corner will bat sixth. Travis Deonard from behind the plate will bat seventh. Neil Walker, the second baseman, bats eighth, and Seth Lugo, the pitcher, will bat ninth. Philip Reynolds says, I've got the demo till Wednesday, yep, because you get it for 5 days, along with the 2011 and Rangers and Cards. Yes, that is the set that comes with it. Also, if you have bought the seasons, like you said, you can upload those to the demo. So you can play the demo with the seasons you just bought. Sean Newcomb making his first appearance here in the postseason. Kicks and fires to Asdrubal Cabrera, who's batting .214. Only thing to talk about there is the lone homer. Cabrera, 5'4", will single into center field. Inciarte had no chance, and Asdrubal gets the first hit for the homestanding Mets. Here's Michael Conforto, averaging .273 in the playoffs. 2 runs scored in the short postseason for him. Game number 5. They were the number 1 team, so they got a bye into this round. So this is the first playoff series they've played. The pitch, it's going to be a range play. 3-5, fly ball into right field. Nick Markakis runs, makes the dive, and makes the catch. What a play by Nick Markakis. It's going to be extremely tough. Look at this, Nick Markakis. He has a 4 range. That is on a D6. If you rolled a 4, which means it's off the tip of his glove to make the catch, he had to make a diving stop to do that. Nick Markakis brings it to 1 down. Philip Reynolds, but I need code, and that's going to my parents' house. Code to unlock the demo? Is that what you're talking about? Sean Newcomb will now face Yoenis Cespedes, batting .467, 3 homers, 5 RBIs in 15 at-bats. The pitch, tried to get him to swing, but it ain't going to happen. Yoenis holds up, kicks and fires. Ground ball hit right at Brandon Phillips. This could be trouble. Kicks it over to Swanson for the force out of Asdrubal Cabrera. Cespedes is there at first for the fielder's choice. 2 down for Lucas Duda. A cleanup hitter batting .143, only 2 RBIs and a runner on first in this situation. Bottom of the first, 2 down, 1-0 Atlanta. Sean Newcomb. 1-3. To Lucas Duda. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. Code to unlock all I bought. I'm afraid I don't know what you mean. Usually when I get it, I have them send the files to an email account, and then I download the files from the email, and then it's a self-installing type deal. Once you open it, it self-installs into the game. Maybe that's something that you can show me or kind of describe to me when we do our Zoom meeting. In response to the message you sent, I definitely have time that day. So, yeah, we can definitely do it that day that you suggested on there. Error ground check to Dansby Swanson, who's batting .227 with 3 runs scored. He's got speed. If it's on the ground, we'll check for an error. And it is. Ground ball to Cabrera. He boots it. Cabrera commits an error 14 out of 20 times. This is not a clean Look at this. This is not a clean second part of the infield for the Mets. Cabrera commits it 14 out of 20 times. Flores 14 out of 20 times. You got Walker and Duda who clear it up pretty well, but he boots the ball. And Dansby Swanson's on with the error. This has actually been a fairly air-filled series between these two teams. I know if ID Jester's here, he's rooting for the Braves to pull it off. And so far they are. Pitch to Brandon Phillips, who's batting .429. 1 homer, 2 RBIs, and a stolen base. It's going to be at the ballpark rating. This one. Oh, roll dice for batter. Sorry. 6-4. This could be trouble. Back, and it is at the wall. Right left field. Caught by Cespedes. I'll bring up Sean Newcomb, the pitcher, top of the second, 1 out. I bought through PayPal, yep. I usually buy them through PayPal as well, and then if they're the digital files, they usually email them to you, unless you order the discs. Seth Lugo places the bunt perfectly, and that's going to move over Swanson. Here's Ender Inciarte with 2 down. Fun fact, Ender Inciarte and Dansby Swanson, part of the... I got an email from Inside Pitch. Yeah, so yeah, they'll usually email you the things, but the one thing that I've noticed is if you have them send it to a Gmail account, for some reason Gmail refuses the data file. So I have a Hotmail account set up just specifically for receiving Inside Sports season files, if that's making any sense. Anyway, fun fact, Ender Inciarte and Dansby Swanson both traded from the Arizona Diamondbacks, part of the trade that brought Shelby Miller to the desert. Probably one of the worst paying trades that Arizona's ever had. That was in the same offseason that they got Zach Greinke. 3-4. This one, ground ball right at the shortstop, evilly flipping it over. And we're headed to the bottom of the second. No runs, no hits, 1 error. And it's still 1-0 Atlanta. It'll be Bruce, Flores, and D'Arnaud due up for the Mets. Newcomb out there with a 1-0 lead. Would love to keep what he's doing going. And he walks Jay Bruce, who comes in here with a 385. Probably not a bad idea. 4 RBIs for the right fielder. And now here's Wilmer Flores. Flores batting .267. 1 homer, 3 RBIs. And he walks Flores. So now you've got the go-ahead run on, and Travis D'Arnaud. This might actually be why they did it. Look at that batting average in the postseason. .059. Not very high at all. Newcomb looking in. Gets the sign from Suzuki. Kicks and fires. And he walked him. 3 straight walks, and the bases are loaded. I don't believe it. And it's a walk plus, meaning you add 10 to the walk rating, meaning simulating the batter had him from the word go. And now you've got Neil Walker, who is looking for his first hit of the entire postseason. Bases loaded. Could it come at a better time? We'll see if Newcomb sticks in there, and nothing doing on his card, so we'll roll on Walker's card. 2-5. This could be trouble. Fly ball into right field. Nick makes the catch and throws it back in there quickly. Jay Bruce has to hold at third, so somehow, some way, they are not able to bring in that run. Here comes Seth Lugo. And this is an interesting situation. It takes away the sacrifice, the bunt situation with the bases loaded. But Lugo also has hit some home runs in his time. Pitch by Newcomb. How crazy would it be if we see a pitcher grand slam? Lugo. Ground ball hit right at Brandon Phillips. Will the defense try for the double play? Yeah, because the runner, if he scores, it doesn't matter. Jay Bruce scores. Wilmer Flores goes to third. D'Arnaud gets caught in the force out. And Lugo goes to first. So they couldn't turn the double play. They'll settle for the out at second as Bruce scores and ties it up. Here's Asdrubal Cabrera, 1 for 1 today. Newcomb taking a deep breath with 2 down. 5-4, and nothing doing there. Back to Cabrera's card. Ground ball hit at the third baseman, and it's past him. The New York Mets have the lead. Seth Lugo holds at second, and the pitcher is going to be a base runner now. How about that? Philip Reynolds joining us in the ballpark here for this do-or-die Game 5. Tomorrow we're going to have Game 5 of the other series that requires a Game 5. The ALDS between this one I'm excited for. The Houston Astros and the Cleveland Indians live from Progressive Field. That one will be an afternoon game, as it is 6:30 my time right now. Conforto, fly ball into right field, and somehow, some way, Newcomb only allows 2. 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors. It's 2-1 New York as we head into the top of the third. Markakis, Freeman, and Suzuki due up. Markakis, the only one due up who has not gotten a hit yet off of Lugo. The other 2, one got a homer and one got a single. 4-2, and it's going to be a range play. Who we testing? Ground ball hit right at Cabrera, and it's past him. It's past him. Look at this. He's only got a 2 range and a 14 error. He is a liability right here. Flores and him both. And you got to wonder if the manager is going to be thinking about pulling him. Here's Freddie Freeman. He's got the homer earlier in the game. The pitch. 3-2. Error check. Ground ball hit at Neil Walker. He picks it up, slings it over to Cabrera to get to Duda. Cabrera will advance Freeman out at first. Here's Kurt Suzuki, 1 for 1 here in the game. 1 down, runner on second. Range play at the ballpark. Kurt Suzuki. 2-3. Fly ball pulled into right field. Back to the wall. And the leap by Bruce. It's over his net and gone. Kurt Suzuki with the go-ahead home run. And it is 3-2 Atlanta. What a back-and-forth exciting battle we've gotten here in Game 5. This is what you hope for. Johan Camargo. 1 for 1 today. 3-2 Atlanta. Tried to get him to swing, but he didn't go around. So Kurt Suzuki and Freddie Freeman both with homers in the game. Ground ball hit right at Walker, and that's out number 2. Here's Matt Kemp batting .370, 0 for 1 today. 1 homer, but he's got 5 RBIs. Would love to add to that number. Error check if it's on the ground, but it isn't. He popped it up. Cabrera camps out under it, and that's out number 3. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors after the big fly ball by Kurt Suzuki. It's 3-2 Atlanta, retaking the lead as we head to the bottom of the third. Cespedes, Duda, and Bruce all up. Yoenis Cespedes, 0 for 1, batting .438, so you got to think that that is taken with a grain of salt. 3-5, and Cespedes almost hit by the pitch, but he got out of the way. Sean Newcomb sending a message. As this one ground at Phillips, he flips it over to Freeman for out number 1. Lucas Duda, the pitcher, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Or sorry, Duda's the first baseman. My apologies. 4-2, and swing and a miss, and now that's strikeout number 2. Here's Jay Bruce. 0 for 1 with a walk, and he would later come around to score. Or 0 for 0, actually, 6-5. Range play, so they're going to test someone. You better hope it's in this side of the field. 4-3. Ground ball hit at Phillips. It could get past him. Indeed, it does. It swallows him up. He's only got a 2 range. Look at this infield. It's pretty weak. Freeman is your only one who can make that happen. And Jay Bruce is on, and the tying run is up with the go-ahead run at the plate. Wilmer Flores. 2 up, 5-4. Swing and a miss, and down goes Flores. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors. 3-2 for the Atlanta Braves. He'll see Swanson, Phillips, and Newcomb here in the top of the 4th. Dansby Swanson 0 for 1 here in the top of the 4th inning. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, and down goes Dansby. Here comes Brandon Phillips. 0 for 1, but he's batting .409. See if he can help that number out even more a little bit. 3-4, blank, so we'll see what happens here. 1-4. This one hitting to shallow left for a single. Brandon Phillips adds another hit, and now that'll bring up Sean Newcomb. Here comes the steal by Brandon Phillips, and he'll swipe second, no problem. 1 down for Sean Newcomb. You can bet he's probably looking to just move that runner over. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. So 2 down for Ender Inciarte, who's still looking for that first hit in 2 tries here in game number 5. Remember, the winner of this game will go and host the Philadelphia Phillies in game 1 of the NLCS. All NLCS and ALCS games, really every baseball game as part of this project, will be broadcast from here on out. Ender Inciarte. 5-4. Ground ball hit right at Duda. And that's going to be out number 3. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors. It's still 3-2 Atlanta. Due up for the Mets, it'll be Deonaud, Walker, and Lugo. Travis Deonaud walked his first time, and he's going to strike out this time. Beautifully placed pitch by Sean Newcomb. Yeah, that's what I do. Is like I said, I tell them that I have a Gmail account, but since the files get kicked back, I have a Hotmail account specifically for that. Philip Reynolds and I just kind of talking about how to get the season files when you buy them from Inside Sports. I'm actually due to buy me some. I might buy some on Thursday. I might buy the latest basketball and hockey ones before our hockey playoffs. Error check on a throw. Neil Walker, who's 0 for 1. Big thank you to Philip Reynolds for joining us here at Citi Field. If you're out there watching live, leave us a comment in the chat room. If you're watching on demand, a like and a subscribe. We've got this, as Philip Reynolds will attest, we've got football, and we've also got cycling. That's right, Tour de France cycling. We're doing all the races leading up to the Tour de France. We have the 3 biggest one-day races that will give you an idea who's going to be on form for the bigger races coming up, starting Friday. And join me and my brother Laird Olive as we get ready to bring you that. Also, the biggest project, the flagship project, the Olympics that we're going to be doing. The entire Olympic replay. I've been working a little bit on that. I need to work a little bit harder to have a daily schedule put together. As Neil Walker flies to center field for out number 2. Here's Seth Lugo. 0 for 1 with an RBI. Helping himself out. 5-5. And hangs on. Seth Lugo, definitely one of the better hitting pitchers in the league as he holds off on striking out there. 5-5. Fly ball into center field. Inciarte makes the grab for out number 3. Going to the top of the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nick Markakis, Freddie Freeman, and Kirk Suzuki. The latter 2 each have gone yard against Seth Lugo in a 3-2 Atlanta Braves game here in the top of the 5th. Philip Reynolds, cycling is different and cool. Well, thank you. Question, is Team Giant on the cycling tour? So, all right, Team Giant. So who rides Giants nowadays? So Team Giant back in the day would have been Team Mobile. I don't think they have, I know that there is a team that rides them, but I don't think they're called Team Giant anymore. Let me text my brother. He would know that for sure. because they wore Team Giant, and then they became Team Mobile in the late 90s, early 2000s. Laird Olive joining us in the game, in the chat. He says Sunweb. All right, well, there's your answer, Sunweb. And Sunweb will be a team that we talk about a little bit come big race time. Tom Dumoulin, one of the best stage race riders in the world on that team. Laird, thanks for joining us, man. As Seth Lugo kicks and fires. Game 5 of the 2019 NLDS. Winner goes to play Philadelphia in the NLCS. Strike 3, and down goes Nick Markakis. Here's Freddie Freeman. 1 for 2 with a homer. Batting .385 in the postseason. And the pitch. Freeman almost hit, but he dives out of the way. We'll go again. Ground ball hit right at Cabrera. He simply flips it over for out number 2. Here's Kurt Suzuki, who went yard 2 for 2 with the home run, and it was a go-ahead homer when they needed it most. That's a tough question, Philip, because believe it or not, we are actually identical twins. So that is a tough question to answer. He says, question, who's better looking? LOL. Pitch to Suzuki here in the top of the 5th. 5, 6. And this one into center field above Conforto's head. That's a double. And now Suzuki's got a single, a double, and a homer. Kurt Suzuki, you are officially on cycle watch, my man. Johan Camargo, 1 for 2. Laird giving us some cycling history lesson. He said T-Mobile folded. Sunweb started out as Shimano in 2013 and started riding Giant a few years after. Rabobank, another team, was riding Giant for a while, and Rabobank is no longer around, at least on the Pro Tour circuit. Pitch to Camargo is just outside, and it's a ball. Trying to get him to strike out here in 2 down with a runner on second. Camargo, single pass, Neil Walker. Kurt Suzuki gets waved around, and it's a 4-2 lead for the away team. Correction, Sunweb rides Cervelo now. CCC now rides Giant. Philip Reynolds said, I had a Giant 20 speed for a while till I fell off it. Laird, I believe wasn't your first bike a Giant? Seth Lugo trying to get out of this inning. It's the 2-out rallies that are killing him. Ground ball hit right at Neil Walker. He kicks it over to Duda for out number 3. So 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. Cabrera, Conforto, and Cespedes due up for the Mets. They trail 4-2 going into the bottom of the 5th. Asdrubal Cabrera, 2 for 2 with an RBI. Pitch from Newcomb. Wisely holding off is Cabrera. Cabrera, swing, drive into center field, and Inciarte able to reel that one in there. Yeah, Laird said his first race bike was a Giant TCR. I remember that one. Philip Reynolds said it was a nice bike. I tricked it out as well. That's the fun thing about bikes. You can trick them out pretty easily and pretty affordable compared to how much it would take to trick out a car. Sean Newcomb, the pitch. And fouled off by Conforto, who's 0 for 2. So we'll roll again. Philip Reynolds said he put toe clips on it, so the clip-on pedals, speedometer, and lights. Pitch by Newcomb. Held off by Conforto. 2-5. Fly ball into center field. Inciarte makes the grab. Here's Yoenis Cespedes, 0 for 2. He's batting .412. You wonder how much longer it is till he breaks out of that slump. And you got to think the New York Mets need him to do it now. This one, deep fly ball into left field. Back it goes. It is gone. Home run, Yoenis Cespedes. Just as we talked about how he needed to pull out of his slump, he makes it a one-run game, and it's 4-3. Yoenis Cespedes goes yard for the 4th time in the postseason. And building up some momentum for New York. 2 down. Here's Lucas Duda. 125. He's the cleanup hitter. Batting 125 as a cleanup hitter. Not a great sign. Pitch, swing and a miss, and down goes Duda. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors. It's 4-3 Atlanta. The Braves go to the top of the 6th with Dansby Swanson, Brandon Phillips, and Sean Newcomb. Seth Lugo's day is over. 5 innings pitched, 8 hits, 4 runs, they're all earned, and only 3 strikeouts. Philip Reynolds said, bike was originally about $170. Tricked out, it was probably double that. Absolutely. On Friday night, me and Laird will be bringing you the Amstel Gold Race. You'll see some big Tour de France names on that one. Tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow morning, we're going to be doing Game 5 of the Houston Astros and the Cleveland Indians. Winner will go to the NALCS against the Boston Red Sox. Neil Ramirez coming in for the New York Mets. I believe this is his first appearance. Yep. Dansby Swanson batting .208. Swanson swings and misses. Ramirez made him look like a fool on that one. Laird says now in order to go from a base model to trick it out to a World Tour level bike, you're going to pay about $8,500. Isn't that the truth? Brandon Phillips, 1 for 2. And the pitch. Range play. So it's going to test out that defense. Philip Reynolds, I want to see you and your brother do some in real life bike riding. We could, but it would not be close. Laird would beat me also because of the way that I was kind of conditioned. I did ride with him in races back in high school. There was one in particular that I got to go solo and try to win one time. But the rest of that, I just kind of got used to helping Laird out, kind of like what we saw in our thing earlier. But Laird would hammer me on a bike. Plus, I'm kind of fat and out of shape now. I mean, in order to be a cyclist at the caliber that Laird was, you have to be pretty slim, pretty light, right? LOL, you don't have to race, just ride. I can ride. I can bike handle. I can definitely do that. Laird will attest to that. Actually, I was thinking about buying a mountain bike the other day to ride to work once all this is over. Even better reason to ride. Well, I got fat because I decided to go serious in skiing, and you got to have a little bit more weight on you to do that. Brandon Phillips, fly ball into right field, and Bruce has no problem handling that one in. And now here's Sean Newcomb. Nobody down, 2 outs. And they're going to close the book on Newcomb. 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 runs. They're both earned, 3 walks and 5 Ks. You got no choice but to close the book on Newcomb because you got 2 down. You're only up by 1. Do not buy a Walmart special. Hey, I did pretty good on a Walmart special. I actually saw a GMC. The bike that I had back in high school was a GMC Walmart special. Me and Laird tricked it out a little bit. But I actually saw that exact same bike in Walmart the other day. I pointed out to Mindy, my wife, and told her all the fun stories of you and me working together on that thing. Other thing that we did, Philip, was we never raced it, but my parents had a tandem bike. Laird would be in the front and I would be in the back. And you want to talk about trusting someone. There were times where Laird is a little bit more of an aggressive rider than me, so he'd take corners pretty tightly, and I remember I'd be kind of turning the little handle that looks like a handlebar, in the same way that when you're teaching someone to drive, you're stomping that imaginary brake. But you want to talk about a trust exercise. Put two brothers on a, oh boy. Put two brothers on a, sorry, I got a little distracted. Put two brothers on a tandem bike. That will be a huge trust exercise. All right, back to the game. We got baseball going on, guys. Cycling. We'll talk about cycling on Friday. Neil Ramirez with the pitch. Danny Santana hangs off as he is now the pinch hitter coming in. Santana, 500 in the postseason with 2 RBIs. They just need him to get on base. Fly ball into center field. Conforto camped out under it, makes the grab, and we're headed to the top, or the bottom of the 6th. New pitcher for Atlanta coming up. Sam Freeman. His first postseason appearance. He will probably only be in for this inning, so it's going to be a bullpen game for both teams. Jay Bruce due up. 4-3. Fly ball into right field, but it hooks foul. This one, shallow center field, that's a single, and Jay Bruce is the tying run for the New York Mets, looking to win this game and get past the NLDS for the first time in my sports universe in a long time. Air check if it's on the ground. 1-5. Fly ball into right field. Nick Markakis makes the grab for out number 1. Here comes Travis Deonard. The catcher 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout, batting .056 in the postseason. Not great, 5-4. And tried to get him to chase that one, but that ain't happening. Travis Deonard. Fly ball, center field. Ender camped out under it for out number 2. Laird Olaf. Elon Olaf, best sports commentator in the world right now. I don't know about that. We've got Uncle Ron over on Retro Sports Network doing a broadcast over on Twitch right now, and I tell you what, that man is talented. Same thing with Al, Red Sox fan, ID Jester. You've got to, Laird, you got to really get involved in the scene here and see the talent that is out there. Fly ball into right field for out number 2 to Neil Walker. Sorry, out number 3, Nick Markakis camps out under it and gets it done. Philip Reynolds says he'll be talking about charts in his next inside pitch tutorial. That's one thing I like about the PC game is all the charts and all that stuff is streamlined right here. And it's just the game. It's just the game. It's as if you're sitting, for me, it's as if you're sitting in the press box looking down on this field right here and just calling the game, watching the game, and enjoying a beautiful, beautiful night, I guess you could say now, in Citi Field. Neil Ramirez is going to stay in there as we go to the top of the 7th. Inciarte, Markakis, and Freeman due up. Lairdolf says, maybe I should because that's the only sports fix that I can get right now. I'll send you some videos. This has been this hobby has been a lifesaver because it's unlike watching like the MLB replays. You know what's going to happen here. You don't know what's going to happen. Like I sent you the football game that I did not too long ago with the Rams and the Chiefs. That was amazing. No spoiler alert, but definitely check that out. Inciarte singles past Cabrera, and now he's on. Here's Nick Markakis, and now there's a real chance we'll see Kurt Suzuki in this inning. Philip Reynolds, my best advice is to watch Chris chart tutorials. Top of the 7th inning. Sorry, Mindy, my wife, usually teaches piano lessons at this time, but now she's doing them online because of current circumstances. She just opened the door, and I was like, am I being too loud? I'm sorry. She said no, but it sounds like she's just done. So we'll finish this game, get off the broadcast, and have a nice night with the wife. Neil Ramirez almost hits Nick Markakis, but he dives out of the way. Ender Inciarte, the runner on first. Philip Reynolds, inside pitch, PC is good, but trying to read cards is hard. Fair enough. This one popped up high. Cabrera camped out under it, and that's going to be out number 1.
That wouldn't be a home run in a phone booth.
I love that quote. That wouldn't even be a home run in a phone booth. Freddie Freeman, 1 for 3, but the one hit was deposited into right field in the first inning. Atlanta has not trailed in this game yet, and this has been by far the closest game of the series, which you would hope do or die games are. This one in the dirt. It gets away from D'Arnaud. It's going to be a wild pitch, and Inciarte goes to second. All right, I always get a little confused. Do I roll again on the pitcher card after the wild pitch, or is that the pitcher, that's it, and then I just go straight to the batter card? I always get confused on this one. Philip Reynolds, I know you've got some experience with inside pitch. If you want to help me out on that in the chat room. Checking in on the chat room, Philip says, I uninstalled Out of the Park 21 in favor of inside pitch. I could understand that. I mean, I love Out of the Park. I've played it a few times, never actually bought it. I've gotten the demo. It's really cool. I've also done Action PC, and those are really cool, but for some reason I always come back to this. I don't know if it's because I like this game engine. I think by far they have the best hockey game and basketball game. That is for sure. Their baseball game is a lot of fun. Their football game is great. And it's at a great price. So why bother with something that you love, you know? All right, so do I roll again on the pitcher's card? I can't remember. Thank you. Click on the wild. Yeah, I did click on the wild pitch. So, yeah, that's it then. Okay, so now we'll roll on Freddie Freeman's card. 2-6. Fly ball into left field. Cespedes makes the grab. Ender Inciarte can't move. And now here's Kurt Suzuki. He is a triple shy of the cycle. See what happens here. Neil Ramirez with the runner in scoring position. 6-5. Suzuki not going to strike out. Is it going to be a 4-hit game for Kurt? Fly ball into center. It's down for a double, and the run scores. Ender Inciarte waved around third, and Kurt Suzuki has 4 hits in the game, and it's a 5-3 lead for Atlanta. Neil Ramirez's time is done. We're going to close the book on him after 1 2/3 innings pitched, 2 hits. That was a 6-2, not 2-6. Whoops. You can only undo so much on this PC thing. Sorry about that, Philip. The Mets not happy with a call that the umpire made and saying that they are playing the rest of this game under protest. We'll have to go back and... This is Game 5, Laird, so it's 2-2. NLDS is best 3 out of 5, so whoever wins this one, they're moving on. This is a do-or-die game. Juris Familia coming in. We're going to have to check. Going to have to check the replay. See if what the rating would have been on a 2-6. Let's see. 1 second, guys. Checking the instant replay on my phone. Oh, crap. Sorry. Yeah, Ramirez came out. Something I caught. Sorry, I did not accidentally deleted your message there, Philip. That was on complete accident because my phone is a bunch of silly. Okay, hold up. There it is, 6-2. Timeout. It was on Kurt Suzuki on 6-2. 6-2 still would have been a double. So let's double check that. So sorry, that's Freddie Freeman would have been a double on 6-2. What happens with him? Right now, they are reviewing the play. The umpires talking to the replay referee back in. Okay. So Freddie Freeman, we roll a 6-2, and I clicked on. So that would have been a double for Atlanta. So it's Atlanta who got robbed of the. Got it. Okay, so it's Atlanta who's playing this game under protest, even though they're leading. All right, so here's how we're going to rule it. The game does not need to be replayed because Freddie Freeman would have been given a double, but then Suzuki hit a double, so it's all kind of in the wash. Philip Reynolds, just to let you know, I did not mean to delete your message. That was completely on accident. It was Butterfingers on the phone, so I apologize. I did not mean to delete that message. There's something I caught one. Okay. So my apologies for that. Okay, so we don't need to go back and really overanalyze that because, yes, Freddie Freeman would have gotten a double that would have scored Ender and Ciarte beforehand, and then Kurt Suzuki probably would have scored Freddie Freeman, so it would have been 6-3. We'll have to see how the rest of this plays out. But after reviewing the play, it's not going to make a big effect here. 2 down to Johan Camargo with a runner on second. 2-4. Error check. 6-6. This one into center field, and Conforto boots the ball. That's a 2-base error. Suzuki's going to score, and Camargo stretches it to third. And that, the first pitch from Familia, it's good. Conforto looks like he's about to catch it, end the inning, and it bounces out of his mitt. Unbelievable. Matt Kent batting .345, 0 for 3. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the hellish inning is over as it's stretch time here in New York. I love that about this game, that it automatically plays take me out to the ball game in the 7th inning stretch. It's just not baseball without that song. Familia is not going to hit because they need offense. TJ Rivera going to come in for New York here in the bottom of the 7th. It'll be the pitcher spot, Cabrera and Conforto. Mets need some help. Where are Nolan Ryan and Seaver? Don't know. We'll see if Sam Freeman stays in there much longer. Probably should come out. But we also have it where it'll automatically tell me as well. Swing and a miss, and down goes Rivera. Here comes Cabrera, 2 of 3 with an RBI. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. So in the computer game, you have an option where it says auto pull. That means once he goes down to 0 on both of the hitters and events numbers on him, then you pull him. Then you have to then you pull him next time there's a hit or anything like that. Also, these numbers come into play. That would be a single past the pitcher type deal. But you probably already knew that. 6-2. Swing and a miss, and 3 straight strikeouts. Michael Conforto goes down, and we're headed to the top of the 8th. Mets in deep doo-doo. Jason Bradford coming in. The Mets need to figure out a way to get some runs, and they need to get them. First things first. They need to hold the Atlanta Braves to no runs for the rest of the game. They can't allow another run the rest of the game. I don't think if you do, you can make up 4 with how little they've been able to score. But you never know. But one would think that they need to get 2 in the next 2 innings in order to give themselves a chance, on top of great defense. Dansby Swanson, who's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, is going to find himself almost striking out again. He barely held up there. Fly ball into left field. Cespedes rings it in there for out number 1. Next up is Brandon Phillips, 1 for 3 with 417. Three. No strikeout happening. The D20 was much too high. And the roll. Brandon Phillips. Single into right field, and that's exactly what the Mets needed. Sam Freeman, his night is, or sorry, no, that's not what the Mets needed. That's what the Braves need to do to add on an extra run. Lane Adams due up. He will pinch hit for Sam Freeman. 5-4. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. Here's Ender and Ciarte with 2 down, 1 for 4. They need to get him out. 5-6. Ground ball to Flores, kicks it over to Walker, and that's going to be it for the inning. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. New York has to get something going right here, or they can kiss their season goodbye. Arodys Vizcaino will come in, and look at this. He's got a special K rating, so he could strike out a lot of guys. Cespedes, Duda, and Bruce due up. Last time Yoenis was up, he put it across the left field wall. Does he have the same thing in him? They need 2 runs, I'm telling you. 5-5. And it's going to be an error check. Now we'll also watch the special K. If it's 1 through 5, it's 8, so no. Fly ball into right field, and it is caught by Markakis. Here's Lucas Duda. 118 average here in the postseason. That might be the story when this is all over. You can't have one of the best teams in the NL bat this low in the postseason. 2-5. Wild pitch, foul ball. So we'll roll again. 5-2. Nothing happening there. So we'll roll on Duda. Keep an eye on the special K. Not happening. Ground ball hit right at Camargo. Flips it over to Freeman. There's out number 2. Jay Bruce due up 2 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Can he get 3 here? Swing and a miss, and down goes Jay Bruce, and we're going to the 9th inning. No runs on no hits, no errors. Markakis, Freeman, and Suzuki due up for the Braves. Philip Reynolds, I think the Mets are toast. It very well may be like that. Jason Bradford will probably face Markakis, and then they're going to go to the pen. 2-4. I don't even think he's going to face Markakis. Oh, okay, he almost allowed the home run, but it went foul. Next pitch to Markakis. Fly ball into right field. Bruce makes the catch. And the fans chant, Bruce. Maybe that's a little Bruce Springsteen-ish, but we'll leave Bradford in one time because he's got one more event that he can take. But Freddie Freeman, 1 for 4 with a homer. Air check on the ground. Don't be on the ground if you're a Mets fan. 1-5. And it's worse. Single into left field. Yoenis Cespedes fields the ball and kicks it back in there. Freddie Freeman with 2 hits. Here's Kurt Suzuki, 4 of 4. Can he get 5? And Chasen Bradford is not even going to play with the red-hot bat of Kurt Suzuki here in Game 5. Winner will play the Philadelphia Phillies. Will host the Philadelphia Phillies in Game 1 of the NLCS on Friday morning. Loser, their season is done. Actually, no. Hold on. It's only Monday. So let's do Game 1 of the NLCS Wednesday. Kurt Suzuki, 4 for 4. The pitch, and he wisely held off. Big thank you to Philip Reynolds and Laird Olive for joining us in the chat room. Suzuki singles into right field. Unbelievable. Lead runner will be thrown out, so Freddie Freeman. Interesting. First runner advancement. So Bruce fires it over to second. They're going to get Freddie Freeman thrown out at second. But if the trailing runner's BR no greater equal, no. So it's less than, so he holds at first. And Kurt Suzuki on the base paths again for the 5th time. Here's Johan Camargo, 2 down. Suzuki on first. Range play at the ballpark. Camargo has not done a whole lot, but he's 3 for 4 tonight with 2 RBIs. That's actually pretty good. This one hit right at Walker, and it is past him. Suzuki gets the second, and the chain keeps moving. I'm going to get rid of that because I don't want to get copyrighted. Here's Matt Kemp. Fernando Salas is done. You can't rely on him to get that last out, especially if every person that comes across the plate for Atlanta makes it less and less likely that you're able to get into this. Eric Godel in for the Mets. 5-1. Fly ball into left field. Cespedes grabs it and finally ends the inning. No runs on 3 hits, no errors. Bottom of the 9th, here we come. 6-3, Atlanta, 3 outs away from advancing to the NLCS. Flores, Deonard, and Walker, the last hopes for the Mets. They're going to leave in Vizcaino because they've got some room to play with, and if they don't have to use an arm, why do it? 3-5. Range play at the ballpark. Flores, 1-4. Oh, it's going to be a rare play. Okay, right fielder. So that is Markakis. Goes for it deep. Crashes into the wall. Resolve is a D9 range play. Check for injury to right field after the play. If the right fielder fails to make the play, the center fielder picks up the ball. Markakis at the wall. Into the wall. Makes the grab. What a play by Nick Markakis. Successful range play. No injury. And Nick Markakis pretty much silences this New York Mets crowd. Here comes Travis Deonard, 0 for 2, 0.53 on the postseason for him. Go, Miracle Mets, says Philip Reynolds. That's what it's going to take. Pitch Deonard. No special K, so we'll check it. 5-6. This one into center field, drops at the feet of Enciarte, and Travis Deonard gets the fans on their feet a little bit. Here's Neil Walker. He's 0 for 3, looking for his first hit of the series. That's a wild pitch. That's in the dirt. And Deonard goes to third. Now Neil Walker, what is he going to do? Keep an eye on the special K rating. And they get him. He strikes out, and now Eric Godel, the pitcher spot, is definitely not going to come to the plate. Zach Wheeler, he's going to pinch hit. He's the last hope for the New York Mets. And the pitch, range play. Who we testing? 2-4. Ground ball at Dansby Swanson. It's past him. Travis Deonard is going to score, and Zach Wheeler keeps the Mets alive. Philip Reynolds said, need a homie. You're not going to get it from Wheeler as he didn't hit any, but now you're into the part where you could see Michael Conforto, Yoenis Cespedes, but as Drupal Cabrera's got to get on, Aradis Vizcaino is coming out of the game because he just put them in a bit of a situation. Tying run at the plate, Jim Johnson coming in. 4.19 ERA, 4 1/3 innings pitched, 1 save, 5 hits, 7 strikeouts, only 1 walk in the entire season. Bottom of the 9th, 2 outs. Asdrubal Cabrera is 2 for 4 with an RBI. Down by 2, and the pitch. 3-4. Swing and a miss, and the Atlanta Braves are advancing to the NLCS. Final score, 4-6. The Atlanta Braves win Game 5. First home run of the postseason from Freddie Freeman. Second from Kurt Suzuki. And the 4th homer from Yoenis Cespedes. So now we'll save those game statistics. Kurt Suzuki, definitely the player of the game. Atlanta gets 6 runs on 15 hits, no errors. New York, 4 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors. And the New York Mets season comes to a close. Final score, 6-4. Look at this. It happened again for the Mets. This time, last time it was the Nationals. They lost that game 5-3. So the same margin of victory back in 2016 when they were the number 1 team in the NL. And it's happened yet again. Baseball 2019 is where we're going. Your final score in Game 5, 4 for New York. The Atlanta Braves will host the Philadelphia Phillies in the NLCS starting Wednesday, tomorrow night. Sorry, not tomorrow night. Yeah, you know what? We could probably do something. It'll probably be around 3 or 4 my time, so 5 or 6 Eastern time. Game 5 between the Cleveland Indians and the Houston Astros live from Progressive Field. Look at this one. Houston won Game 1 7-1. Then won in Game 1 in Cleveland 7-1. Then won Game 2 in Cleveland 4-2. Then lost Game 3 in Houston 10-2. Lost Game 4 in Houston 2-1. So the road team has won every game in that series. Winner will go and host Boston in the ALCS. We almost have our league series set up, ladies and gentlemen. A big thank you to Philip Reynolds and Laird All for joining us in the chat room. I'm Elon All saying thank you so much and take care.